Guys, Comics G-Man, and oh my god, I did this video already, but I didn't press record, so I gotta do it again. So hopefully I can do it with as much fire as I just did before. So look, I want to talk about a book that is completely underrated, I haven't heard people talk about, and I only found out about it on my own because I've been reading Dawn of DC stuff, catching up on that. So I want to talk about, being a Shazam fan, the new champion of Shazam, right? It's about Mary, written by Josie Campbell, which is funny because I'm wearing My Adventures with Superman, which is one of my favorite cartoons, and I can't wait for season 3, by the way, which is also, I think, written by Josie Campbell. So let me tell you why I love this, right? Now, first I'll just get rid of the beefs I have with it. First of all, the new champion of Shazam probably turned off a lot of people because when the comics do this, it just comes off kind of weird because it's like, you can't replace Billy. Billy is Captain Marvel, and we all know from Jeff Johns' goofy stuff where he could share all his powers with his brothers and sisters the way he does. And even in the classic stories, you had Mary and you had, and Power of Shazam, so you could share your powers, so you don't have to make her a complete replacement, really. But that's probably what turned some people off. But does this book stand out? Yeah, because, honestly, like what I was saying in the beginning was, of when I didn't record this and I was talking to myself. If you look at the cover of this, I saw the cover of this and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to like it. I don't like the way the cover looks. Her proportions don't look good. I don't know, the way they drew her here, the way her face looks, it looks very generic, right? But once I opened the book, I mean, even just look at that, right? The interiors by Evan Doc Shaner. Don't know who this guy is, right? Don't know who he is. But the interiors are fucking phenomenal. Oh my god. Once I opened this book, I just did not want it to stop, man. I loved the interiors. I loved everything about the art in this book. Like, it is just so good, right? So, Billy is basically stuck in the Rock of Eternity for some reason. I didn't read the Shazam that was before this. And he gives Mary all of her powers, all of his powers to do all the superhero stuff, and instead of giving it to all the orphans for some reason, he decides to give it to just Mary. So yeah, a lot of people are probably arguing this was some feminist stuff, and maybe it was, but, like, I mean, look at this, dude. This looks fantastic. Like, Mary is at her best in this book. And I'm a fan of Shazam. Captain Marvel. They don't call him Captain Marvel for bullshit copyright reasons, right? Here's a nice little statue I got of her. I think this was based off of Alex Ross painting. I'm not sure. Or maybe not, but, But one of my favorite series is Power of Shazam by Jerry Ordway. And Jerry Ordway, in my opinion, shows why Captain Marvel could be, like, way bigger than he is. The way he juggles Billy Batson and Captain Marvel, it is really well done. Like, it is not as goofy as you would think it would be. Like, frankly, as much as I love the movies, even the second one with a lot of its weird stuff, the movies do not do justice for Captain Marvel. They don't, because Power of Shazam, oh man, like, it brings a whole new level to what you could do with Captain Marvel. And if you haven't read the Power of Shazam by Jerry Ordway yet, you really should. So anyway, so she's, like, trying to accept the fact that she has all the powers. She's got a little guilt about it because he didn't give it to the other orphans that they're family with, right? But you know what, I mean, again, like, what really sticks out here, this guy Doc, the artist, like, he does such a good job bringing out Mary's personality in this. Like, he shows all these different expressions. She's very relatable in this. I love her so much in this. Like, she really stands out. And honestly, what saddens me about this is I wish there was more. I guess obviously this was probably like a test to see how good this would do. And it probably didn't do that good. From what, obviously, because they didn't do more and more. Like, one of my biggest gripes of this, right? Like, there's a part where she's fighting, like, this generic villain in the subway of homeless people, when she's, like, investigating what happened to all the homeless people, and she finds out that, like, Dr. Savannah's daughter, who was her professor, is kidnapping homeless people and doing experiments with them, like generic villain stuff. So like this villain brings out like your worst fears, right? And her worst fears are hearing all of the toxic comments and mean people on the internet about her, because when they discover her at one part in it, she's like caught by surprise, like right here. She's caught by surprise. Like the news media comes up behind her, and like, who are you? What are you doing? What do you call yourself? Who are you? And like she fucking zooms out because she's like shy and embarrassed. And like they make memes about her on the internet, which is funny. But like so when the villain comes to her, like that's her biggest fear, like hearing like, oh, a woman can't be a superhero, a woman can't do this, a woman can't do that, and it's like that is so dumb. You want to know why that's so dumb? And it's not like just for political reasons. My argument why that's dumb, in the world of DC, you already have like Wonder Woman, Power Girl, Supergirl, Harley Quinn, Batgirl, Zatanna, right? Like we go down the list, Tigress, everybody, and then from all the villainesses, right? We have a world of super powered heroines. So like I don't believe that there would really be all of that. Like that wouldn't be in DC's actual world. If you lived in it, there wouldn't be that kind of commentary. And if there is that kind of commentary now, it's fucking gay if that's the case. And I'm not somebody on the left, I'm not somebody on the right, but if you are somebody who makes that argument, you're kind of fucking retarded, because there's been super heroines since, like, for whatever reason, like there's been super heroines since the beginning of comics pretty much. Like, but I don't even think that is a big deal. I think like the women who write this, they're putting their personal feelings in it a little bit. Like they have these insecurities, like, oh, I'm a woman and men don't like that I'm writing a comic book, and this is how I feel about my insecurities. It's like, relax. Like whoever the editors are, I would be like, look, who cares? Just write Mary. There will be people who like Mary, people like me. Like just let Mary shine. So when I would, if I was writing that, or if I was the editor or whoever, and I was with Josie Campbell, I would tell her, like, don't make Mary's fears be criticisms on the internet. Like bring up the fact that she's an orphan. Like, because the good part that they do is like when she's fighting Savannah, she's like, I'm the champion of the lost, I'm the champion of the abandoned, or something. Like she's got this really cool speech at some point. I can't find where it is, right? But it's really, really cool. I really dig like the kind of like Green Lantern poetry that she had for herself. I thought it was really cool. I can't find it now. But like I would have made her greatest fears to show more of her character. Like I would have used that chance to show like maybe her parents abandoning her, or maybe like you remember in Shazam the movie where they showed like Billy's flashbacks when his mother left him behind in the carnival, and his whole life he thought it was because he just got lost and she never found him, but the reality was like she literally just fucking abandoned him, and he found out in the movie, which was like fucking golden. I love that part. Like that's why I'm saying the movies are still great for like some good, really great moments, right? I would have used that in here to show more of Mary's personal history. Like, why was she abandoned? What happened with her parents? Were they killed? Did they abandon her like Billy was abandoned in the movie, or like in The Power of Shazam? Billy's parents, his sister is Mary is his sister in Power of Shazam in Ordway's Run, for example. And literally, dude, what's so fucking crazy about it? Black Adam murders Billy's parents in Power of Shazam. It's so fucking crazy. It's awesome. I love it. Like, when I was reading it at the time, I was like, oh my god, dude, this is so dark. Like, this should be in the movies, Black Adam in that book murders Billy's parents, and there's a part where Mary is with the mother, right? She's with the mother. No, I'm sorry. Black Adam murders the parents because they were like some archaeologists, and he kills them in there, and then he goes after Mary because she's being babysitted by their babysitter, and he literally kills the babysitter. Like if I remember right, Black Adam like snaps her neck, and Mary is like hiding and shit. And she goes missing. I forgot exactly what happens, but there's a part where Billy didn't see his sister for a very long time, and then Shazam, like when he eventually finds her, you know. But yeah, like anyway, like that's dark, right? Isn't that dark? That should be in the movie. That should. Jerry Ordway's version of Shazam should have been in the movies. I think that would have been way cooler. How fucking cool would that be if Black Adam murdered Captain Marvel's parents in the movies? Like, wouldn't that give Black Adam and Captain Marvel a whole different depth in the movies? But no, you know, The Rock, apparently, I don't know how true this is, but The Rock didn't want to have a fight with Shazam. He wanted to have a fight with Superman, and that's why they showed him at the end, like, because Dwayne The Rock is too good to be like the Black Adam fighting Captain Marvel. Like, I mean, fuck you, The Rock. I'm sorry, dude. You're a dick. But anyway, so yeah, like that would have been a great opportunity to show us a cool origin story for Mary. Why was she abandoned? And they totally missed that on that because, you know, they got to get their bullshit in about, oh, she's a woman and all these toxic people, toxic men, they don't like a woman superhero. Get the hell out of here. There are plenty of guys who like superhero women for plenty of reasons, right? So, but besides that little gripe, like, it is good comic. I think Mary shines here. And frankly, I have the Dawn of DC comics in the single issues. So I'm looking forward to reading that after I read Revenge of the Gods, the Lazarus Planet thing. I read all the Lazarus Planet stuff. I saved Revenge of the Gods first. Then I'm going to get into Shazam, Dawn of DC. And from what I've read, a lot of people didn't like the second half of that once Mark Waid left and Josie Campbell came in, because I think Mary comes in. But me personally, after reading this, I want more Mary. So I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to see how Mark Waid does with Captain Marvel for like the 11 issues. And then I'm looking forward to see how Josie Campbell continues Mary in the second half of the Dawn of DC Shazam. So once I read that, I will talk to you guys about it. But yeah, like, dude, I love Mary. I absolutely love it. And this artist did such... I don't know if anybody else will do it as good as this artist. Like, because, oh, you know what else I was saying in the recording that I didn't record? She also has a bunny in this named Hoppy, which is great. I absolutely love that she's got a bunny with her. That's so awesome. Like, wouldn't you love to see that in the movie? It's like how Supergirl's got Crypto, Streaky. I love it. But this artist does such a good job, right? Like, here he is right here, too, whatever. He captures, like, she's got, like, this... Mary's got, like, this Irish feminine look to her, which I love. Like, very unique the way they draw her. I don't know if Irish is the right word to use. Yeah, like, kind of like an Irish feminine woman. And I love it, you know? And that's how I felt Captain Marvel looked. Like, he was kind of like this, like, tough-looking Irish kind of character a little bit. And that's why I had a beef with the, what's his name? Zachary Levi, the guy who played Captain Marvel in the movies. He was funny and all, but I feel like he wasn't really a good Captain Marvel because he looked kind of weak. He looked like a Turkish Superman, if you know what I'm referring to. And he was too goofy. Like, Captain Marvel is not that goofy, especially if you read the Jerry Ordway stuff, you know? So, I feel like they kind of did Captain Marvel a disservice, the way they depicted him in the movies. As funny as it was, they could have did a lot better. I think Captain Marvel deserves a lot more. You know, like, Mary is way more serious in this than Captain Marvel was in his own movies. You know, like Mary kicks ass in this. I think she can. Look at this. I love this. She's flying with Hoppy, right? So, like, yeah, that's my thoughts. You guys let me know. Do you like Mary? Do you like Captain Marvel? Did you read this short little run, this special miniseries written by Josie Campbell? And what are your thoughts on it? Did you think it was trash? Or are you like me? Do you think that this was a gem in its own right? With flaws, but a very, very nice, polished gem hidden in the rough. You guys let me know. And let's talk in the comments. Have a good one.